Hello and welcome to Hornbill TV's Prime at 9. I'm Naomi Kikon. Now the news in detail. The BJP continued its winning run, bagging 3 out of 4 seats in the Tripura by-polls and wrested Rampur Lok Sabha seat from the Samajwadi Party in Uttar Pradesh. Meanwhile, the Aam Aadmi Party, which is ruling Punjab, suffered a setback as it lost Sangrur Lok Sabha seat to Shiromani Akali Dal Amritsar. The counting of votes for 3 Lok Sabha and 7 assembly seats spread across 5 states and Delhi was held on Sunday, June 26. In Tripura, the ruling BJP won 3 assembly seats and the Congress backed 1 in the high-stakes by-elections in Tripura. Chief Minister Manik Saha won the town Pardowali seat by 6,104 votes. Saha, who was sworn in last month after Biplab Deb's sudden resignation, needed to win this election to continue as a chief minister. In total, the BJP backed 3 out of 4 seats. Following the win, the BJP has 36 MLAs in the 60-member assembly and its ally IPFT has 8 MLAs, while in Uttar Pradesh, the BJP's Kanshyam Loti wrested the Rampur parliamentary seat from the Samajwadi Party by over 40,000 seats. The BJP's Dinesh Lal Yadav Nirahawa won the Azamgarh seat by nearly 5,000 votes. In Punjab, a big setback for the ruling AAP as SAD Amritsar candidate Simranjit Singh Mann won the Sangrur Lok Sabha seat by over 7,000 votes over his nearest AAP rival Gurmail Singh. In Delhi, AAP Durgesh Pathak defeated BJP candidate Rajesh Padya by a margin of over 11,000 votes in the Rajinder Nagar Assembly by-poll. Another Shiv Sena leader and Maharashtra Cabinet Minister for Higher and Technical Education, Uday Samant, has gone incommunicado on Sunday and is reportedly reached Guwahati from Surat to join the rebel group. So far, State Cabinet Ministers Gulab Rao Patil, Tata Phuse, Sandiban Pumre and Ministers of State Sambhuraje Desai and Abdul Sadar, all Shiv Sena, have joined the camp of rebels. Another Minister Bachu Katu of Prahar Jan Shakti Party and an independent minister from Sena Kota Rajendra Yedravkar are also been camping with Shiv Sena dissident Eknath Shinde. Meanwhile, the power tussle between Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray and Shinde became intense, with Sena leaders led by Sanjay Raut launching an acerbic attack on the rebels, while NCB Chief Sharad Pawar held closed-door meetings with MVA leaders. On the second day in a row, Shiv Sena cadres staged protests against the dissidents in various parts of the state, including Mumbai and Pune. Prime Minister Narendra Modi once again recalled the face of emergency in India during his interaction with the diaspora in Munich, Germany, and said it was a black spot on India's vibrant democracy. We Indians are proud of our democracy. Today, we can proudly say that India is a mother of democracy. The diversity of culture, food, clothes, music and traditions makes our democracy vibrant. India has shown that democracy can deliver and has delivered, he said. In the last century, Germany and other countries took benefit from the Industrial Revolution. India was a slave back then, and that's why it couldn't leverage benefits. But now, India will not be left behind in Fourth Industrial Revolution. It's now leading the world, the PM said. Joining the rest of the country, State Nagaland observed the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking under the theme Addressing Drug Challenges in Health and Humanitarian Crises today at the Capital Convention Center in Kohima. Speaking as a special guest, Marta R. Ritze, Commissioner and Secretary, Social Welfare Department, said that drug abuse has become a major social concern in the world and it has proven to be a principal obstruction in the all-round development at every level. She stated that illicit trafficking and drug abusers have soared high during the global pandemic. Drug abuse is a psychosocial medical problem that requires a holistic approach.
And with its access to all sorts of illegal drugs trafficked through the porous domestic and international borders, resulting in many lives lost and irreparable loss due to substance abuse. The rampant prevalence in every nook and corner of our state has affected all sections, regardless of their gender, age, or background. Our state is not free from problems of substance abuse, but it also has had solutions to tackle the menace in the society. Our churches have always been playing vital roles in preventing and mitigating this issue in our society.
Bendang Jamir, SP Narcotics Cell PHQ, shared view on supply reduction scenario in Nagaland. He presented the statistics of seizures in the state over the past 1 year.
That Nagaland has Liquor Prohibition Act. Has it worked? I'm just asking. I was with the churches when they came together in Kohima to force the government to implement Nagaland liquor prohibition. And up until today, I don't know how many lives have been lost because of the premature death due to alcohol. Prevention has not, the act has not actually prevented alcohol from coming into Nagaland, the state of Nagaland. In actual fact, that because there is a demand that alcohol is climbing over the walls and it's flooding our markets. A small pawn shop is, still sells alcohol.
Dr. Joyce Angami, Medical Officer of Tripura Foundation, spoke on the topic, the need for collective response. She said, today's society have a humanitarian crisis, and that is chemical abuse, as it destroys the family and society. On the Nagaland Liquor Total Prohibition Act, Dr. Joyce said that prevention has not helped the inflow of alcohol to Nagaland because there is a demand and that alcohol is climbing over the wall as it is easily accessible. She further urged upon everyone to support and make a change.
Enforcing agency made in a year worth 117 crores of rupees in an illicit global market. Still, the consumer's rate is high as a reason of some route which cannot be manned or checked, especially international border sharing with Naga district as well as Mon district. These routes cannot be monitored by the law enforcing agency. Why? Because this route link, most probably it is footpath and it can't be tracked also, and especially this dirt.
Role of the church on drug abuse and illicit trafficking were delivered by our Cedar Kohima Ao Baptist Church and Mini Angami Central Baptist Church, Kohima. The program was jointly organized by Social Welfare Department, Government of Nagaland, Narcotics Cell PHQ, Tripura Foundation, Kohima Ao Baptist Church, Central Baptist Church, Kohima, and Nagaland Users Network.
The head of the congregation is one's obligation. Likewise, the head of the church, the pastor, having the burden to reach out to this group of people in the church, it makes a lot of difference in the church. Today I stand confident and work with boldness because of the support I receive from my pastors. If a small church like mine can take up a project beyond our budget,
when it comes to fight against all this substance abuse, the scientific method and the spirituality ought to come together. That means the medical help and the spirituality. If church just focus on the spirituality of those concerned person, the ethics, I think we are going to fight a losing battle, but we need the backup of the scientific, the medical. So.
Nagaland is known for being one of the safest states when it comes to women's safety. But ironically, the state is plagued with incidents where a lot of pregnant women have lost their lives due to either unavailability of basic medical facilities or institutions or unavailability of doctors. In this regard, at the start of the month, June, HornbillTV had reported about an unfortunate incident where a pregnant woman lost her child at birth due to unavailability of a doctor in Tuensang District Hospital, after which an FIR was filed against the Tuensang District Hospital. And now in another unfortunate event, Atoi, a 38-year-old, 8 months pregnant woman belonging to Dizit village, Mon, lost her life on the way to a hospital after she was being treated in a hospital in Sonari in Assam. The hospital staff in Sonari 10 advised that the victim, while being under oxygen support, be taken to a better and well-equipped hospital. Unfortunately, on her journey to look for a better hospital, the oxygen got over. She fought for her life until her breath ran away from her.
Tasuk bahaya.
And it was this journey that she took in search for a bigger hospital when she lost her life. Her deceased body was brought back to village, where it can be seen people wailing for the loss of a precious daughter of their village. Atoi left behind her husband and 3 sons, aged 13, 9 and 6 years. HornbillTV got the exclusive video in which the husband can be seen re-narrating the heartbreaking incident.
Moito kali murija atoila mutase harte poisa ku na thakya pora dole poisa lo bisari kina atoi dole pet 50 itu bima wabra moy asam de jaisele to asam de poisa lo bisari kina jaise aro to oxygen loisele atharastate oxygen khatam hoy kina itu pet 50 thaka itu maiki tu nega muri jaise to 8 moina hua asele itu बीमार के साबले जाते हैं ऑक्सीजन खत्म हो गया रास्ता पे इनका बिया 3 घंटा 4 घंटा लोए इनका हो गया ना माइकी तो ले इनका आधा रास्ता थे इनका 50 थका पेट 50 थका माइकी मुँह लगा माइकी तो इनका मुड़ी से.
At least 19 people, including Tripura PCC chief Birajit Sinha, were injured in a clash between Congress and BJP supporters in front of Congress Bhavan on Sunday. Police fired tear gas to disperse the mob, which clashed after the results of the by-poll elections for 4 assembly seats were declared. BJP won 3 seats and Congress 1. The entire post office Chaumuhani area, where Congress Bhavan is located, wore a deserted look after the clash. Jubilant Congress supporters returned to Congress Bhavan with the winning candidate in Agartala assembly seat, Sudip Roy Parman, from the counting hall around 1 p.m. He alleged that BJP supporters, led by a Yuva Morcha leader, rained bricks on the building and damaged several motorcycles parked in front of it. Saha alleged that police remained silent when the attack took place. Information and Cultural Affairs Minister Sushanda Chowdhury, on the other hand, alleged that Congress supporters had first hurled bricks at BJP corporator of Agartala Municipal Corporation, Shilpi Sen, earlier in the day, and that incident angered the party supporters. Social activist Teesta Setalvad was handed over to the Ahmedabad crime branch earlier today by the Gujarat anti-terrorist squad. She was detained by the ATS on Saturday in connection with a fresh case of forgery, criminal conspiracy and insulting criminal proceedings to cause injury registered against her. Setalvad was detained from her house in Juhu area of Mumbai on Saturday afternoon after an FIR was registered against her at the Ahmedabad crime branch earlier in the day based on a complaint lodged by a crime branch inspector D.B. Bharat. After being brought here, Setalvad was handed over to the city crime branch on Sunday morning. She will soon be placed under arrest, a crime branch source said.
I am not a criminal. This one is
After her detention on Saturday, she had been taken to the Santa Cruz police station in Mumbai for informing the local police about her detention. From there, the Gujarat police squad brought her to Ahmedabad by road, which they reached in the early hours. The action against Setalvad had come a day after the Supreme Court on Friday dismissed a petition challenging the clean chit given by the Special Investigation Team, the former Gujarat Chief Minister Narendra Modi and others in the 2002 post-Kothra riots cases. Setalvad, who is the secretary of NGO Citizens for Justice and Peace, is also accused of conspiring to fabricate facts and documents, tutor witnesses and abuse the process of law by fabricating false evidence to frame people on the basis of submissions made before the SIT formed by the Supreme Court to investigate the 2002 Gujarat riots cases and before the Justice Nanavati Shah Commission of Inquiry. Three Naga mixed martial arts fighters, Imgong Sanab Jamir, Arsenba Ozakam and Avizo Lanamai returned home victories today after fighting at the Matrix Fight Night 9, which was held on June 24 at Siri Fort in Delhi. The three Naga fighters from Combat Academy Nagaland received a warm welcome reception at Dimapur Airport today.
The Matrix Fight Night to the Tiger Shoroff, Talama Aja Shoroff, Talabwini Krishna Shoroff, Tagan Tinjunba do organize Korala. So idu MFN do India the best mixed martial art platform tal. Idla opode platform aro alak na. Mixed martial arts lana. To mon Tinjun tade khilole chance paise. Aro bisi salba try gore eje mon bi. Idu ek rati la success no idu. Mon 6-7 years try group na this time chance paje mon bisi balba perform go paje mula coach under de mon dijun bi this year Nagaland under de so hard pa training goriche kina training goriche ina jana khilo paise ar chidina ayo paise edu Matrix Fight Night to mon dijun is Matrix under contract na the 3 years contract na tanra 5 fights promise करना है मांगे खिलो दी बोले ना इधर ऐसे मैट्रिक लांडर दे मानी ऐसे इन्होंने इतिया नीचो अंगमी को इन्हें जाना है तान अलग promotion दे मुंबई दे ना इसी आरो माना juniors का भी बिशी आये से बिशी उठी है बाल बाल उठी है
इतिया मुआन इतो especially इतो fight nights नोले भी इतो mixed martial arts की वाले भी नागा मानो भी इतो सब उला interest दिगना मानो भी बिशी ऐसे तो दूसरा मानो इन्हें youngsters कान की भी की encourage करूँ मुना से इतो ला feel दे
इतिया ही शुरू हुए ऐसे ला feel माने मन पुराना नॉय माने नतुन ऐसे दो sport ना especially अमेन इंडिया दे और नागालैंड दे ना तो ऐसे scope ऐसे इतिया mon किन्या को after 6 years of training we are earning now like contract la base we price money na nuko like only balazi tan Matrix Fight na kanba bisi bal bisa dia to any career.
At least 20 MLAs camping with rebel leader Eknath Shinde are reportedly in touch with Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray, sources have said. it has also learned that some of the rebels are against a merger with the BJP. The Shiv Sena is also planning to take action against Eknath Shinde and other rebel ministers. According to sources, ministers Eknath Shinde, Gulab Rao Patil, Dada Phuse are likely to lose their portfolios. Abdul Sadar and Shambhu Raje Desai, both ministers of state, are also likely to face action. Despite being reduced to a minority, Team Thackeray has dismissed Shinde's assertion that he will stake claim for the party symbol. Differences have also appeared within the Shinde camp over plans to merge the group with the BJP. Shinde also has the option of merging with Brahar Jan Shakti Party, whose chief Maharashtra minister Bachu Kaddu is already camping with the rebels in Guwahati. This morning, Sena's spokesperson Sanjay Rao took a swipe at the rebels camping in BJP-ruled Assam, stating that how long will they hide in Guwahati. Amid the ongoing political turmoil in Maharashtra, the centre has provided Y+ category security cover of armed Central Reserve Police Force personnel to 15 rebel Shiv Sena MLAs who jumped ship to Eknath Shinde's scam. The legislators who have been provided Y+ category cover include Ramesh Pornare, Mangesh Kuldalgar, Sanjay Shirsat, Latabai Sonawane, Prakash Surve along with 10 others. This comes a day after Eknath Shinde, in a letter to Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray, Home Minister Dilip Walse Patil, DGP Rajneesh Seth and others had alleged that the security cover provided to the family members of the rebel MLAs had been withdrawn. That's all for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.